Hello again, SOTA fans. Well, it's the middle of winter, I've got plenty of spare time now in between activations, so I wanted to do a video, an update video about my rucksacks and where I am with them. Of course, I did a video earlier this year about a rucksack I bought and tried out for SOTA, and I want to talk about how that went. And first I got all my rucksacks together. I thought it might help if I gave a bit of history about all the rucksacks I use and why I choose them. The first one I've been using for SOTA for day trips was the Nigo Moyo. I've probably shown you this before. It's very solid construction, Dyneema grid stop, so it's pretty bomber, and it's very light and simple, and it works great for a long time. I got it free as a sample from Nigo, and I was largely very happy with it. A few things started to fail. I've got a side pocket there which has started to come away, but more importantly, unfortunately, then the zip delaminated. So the teeth have actually, I don't know, I'm not sure if you can see that, teeth are coming away from the zip. It means it doesn't close properly anymore. I can use it, this side closes, and I can leave my pole sticking there, but I decided it was time for a new one. The strap's pretty comfortable, yeah, they're alright. I like the way they're attached, very good attachment, strongly sewn on the outside at an angle, and there's some reinforcement material on the back side so it doesn't tear. That's, I think, very important, often missing from rucksacks these days, is a really solid construction. So that had to go, and this was, I reviewed this earlier in the year. You've maybe seen the other video, the Uben 40 litre folding travel rucksack. It's very cheap from Amazon, and it was okay. It's quite large, a bit larger than I actually need, even for winter. The niggles here really are basically the side pockets are too high. In order to incorporate this bottom pouch here, they've had to move them up to the next panel, and that means everything's a bit top heavy. I don't really like the way things sit in here. They stayed in, nothing ever fell out, but it wasn't as strong, it wasn't ideal really for SOTA. So again, it was okay. Not a terribly comfortable rucksack to carry. It wasn't mega uncomfortable, but these straps are pretty narrow and a bit hard really, and at times I found them not really as comfortable as I'm used to. But then I think what really did it was as you can see, the attachment points are very different to the Nigo, which is well constructed. Here you've got a separation in the panels, and they've just been incorporated into the seam on that separation with no reinforcement really. Now the stitching is starting to go. I can see a thread snapped here, and I won't say it's failed completely, but I think it's going to soon. So this was in about May that I noticed that was going, so I had to order another rucksack. Before we get on to that, I just want to have a look at this. This is my multi-day trekking rucksack when I'm doing SOTA. It's the Go Light Gust. I bought this in 2003, making it 17 years old and still going strong. In fact, it's so old now the PU on the inside is starting to wear away and delaminate. It was never completely waterproof in the first place, so I'm not too bothered about that. But what's interesting here is the construction. Obviously, again, Dyneema grid stop, so incredibly strong. This yellow thread, I'm not sure. Of course, Kevlar thread is often yellow, so it makes me wonder, is this actually sewn with Kevlar? It'd be overkill really. It doesn't have to be. Some bonded nylon would probably do it, but yeah, it's I'm not sure, but it's very well constructed. And what's best of all is the attachment point for these straps. I mean, these straps are just so perfectly crafted. You've got webbing splayed out into a T-piece, and then you've got a box stitch right on each side of the T-piece and a bar tack through there, and then there's reinforcement. It's got cordura on the back side, there's reinforcement. So I mean, there's just no way that strap is coming off. And then as you can see, they extend the webbing right down over and it's kind of so like the cushion, the padding is sewn onto the underside of the webbing at 2-inch bar tacked every 2 inches, and then it comes down to this bottom strap. And then you've got double bar tack on your haul loop. It's really, I mean, this is ideal, and it's tilted just at the right angle, even loaded up to about 15 kilos. For a frameless pack, this is incredibly comfortable to carry. I've taken this to Iceland, across the Pyrenees. I just don't want any other rucksack apart from this one. you know, it's never let me down. I've never had a complaint about it in 17 years. So that was that. Like I say, that failed. I needed a new day pack though. And I'd ordered something from 3F UL before, so I knew they were quite cheap and the gear was pretty good quality. The manufacturing quality was quite high on it. And so I had a look and I found this. It's called the Tutor, the 26 litre Tutor. They also do a 38 litre if you want something bigger. I must say I found 26 litres more than enough for summer and winter at the moment. If I was on skis, I have another ski mountaineering pack. I won't show you that, but I use that because I can strap the skis on. But this, for just standard winter, walking with a bit of extra clothing is fine. So like I say, 26 litre. I ordered it from AliExpress, it's about €80, and just had to wait a few weeks for it to clear customs. And then it arrived. I was very, very pleased. As you can see with this one, now the side pockets are in the ideal position, starting right at the bottom of the pack. The bottom of the side pockets is also made out of Dyneema gridstop, so it's incredibly strong. Just to give you some idea of what you can put in there, is my 10-metre mast from DXwire. Let's pull the straps out. Slip that down there. You can see it's not poking out too high. And again, I've carried the 10-metre mast. With this pack, it's fine. It's really good to carry. You can cinch it down. There are some loops. There are loops all over the place, so I could put bungee cord in here to hold the mast to this end of the pocket. Here, it's the side pockets are ideal. My normal mast for day trekking is now my tactical mini for 6 metres, and that sits in even better. And if I wanted to go really light, if I'm doing like 2 10-pointers in a day, then of course I'll put my mini carbon fibre mast, and that'll go sit right inside the bag. You've got 2 pockets, of course. You can have your mast on one side. On the other, I found you can get a very large flask in the other side. You can put your trekking poles, all kinds of stuff. So the great thing about having side pockets on for SOTA is that you can shift a lot of stuff to the outside of the pack, giving you more space inside. So firstly, that's a big plus. The materials, of course, again, as I said, Dyneema, PU coated Dyneema, very strong. The construction's very good. The stitching's very straight and even. You don't get any changes in the stitching size, which you sometimes do when people aren't using the right machine to actually sew this stuff. The collar, you'll notice they save weight by only going up so far with the Dyneema, then they swap to a simple PU coated nylon. It makes the collar a bit weaker. I have to be careful not to lift it up with the collar and use the haul loop, but that's no complaint against the pack. Inside, there's no frame, it's just a sit pad inside to give the back a bit of rigidity. You can take that out if you want, and there are also loops on the back here, and you can set up some bungee cord and put that sit pad on the outside. So again, you can get even more out of the inside and put it here. There are openings for your hydration pack for the hose to come out. There are hooks on the inside. The only thing on the inside is basically some hooks for your hydration pack that you can hook on there. Other than that, there's no inner pockets to add weight. It's very minimal in that respect. Yeah, it's great. When you've finished, you just roll it down, simple roll top, and then this strap comes right up and you clip it shut. Clips are all fine, none of those have failed. And then of course this mesh pocket at the front, this is great when you've got something wet or something soggy, or you're just getting clothes off in a hurry, you need to push them somewhere like your leggings, you throw it in there and it can dry out a bit. So that's very useful. And the other thing, the other major plus for this rucksack, I would say, are these straps. And look how wide these straps are, they're really incredibly wide, very simply made, just a Dyneema gridstop on the top, then 3D mesh on the underside. The chest strap is a bit simple, you know, it's not the most expensive and well, you know, high quality chest strap. It does the job, but of course if you want, you can take it off if you don't want it. If you want to put something else on, it just comes off very easily. But these straps themselves are incredibly comfortable. I've had this pack loaded up fully with all my gear, the 10-meter mast, my KX2, chair, everything, and it's never once been uncomfortable to carry. And I've carried this up many mountains now. You know, ever since I got it in the middle of June, and all the activation I've done, I've been using it all summer and all autumn, in right up to 2,500 meters in a range of environments. It's never been uncomfortable even once. It is the most comfortable day pack I've ever carried. I have to say, it really is that good. If I had to pick an absolute ideal rucksack for SOTA, it would be this pack. I paid full price for it. I get nothing for saying this. It is just an ideal rucksack for SOTA. I'll put a link in the description. So if you're looking for a new pack next year, check this out. Seriously, it's great. About 80 euros, and that's about it. You just have to be patient and wait for it to come from AliExpress. So, see you later.